Hi, welcome to the Destin Business Forum brought to you by the Destin Area Chamber of Commerce. I'm your host, Amy Perry, and today I have Tracy Williams. You are the Executive Director for Fresh Start.
Correct.
All right, so tell me what Fresh Start is all about.
Fresh Start for Children and Families is a nonprofit. We're a transitional housing program for children and families, as per our name. And what we do is we offer a program for 9 months with housing that helps families become self-sufficient.
Okay, and you brought a video with you today that I think shows some of the families, right?
Right. I think it's best when you hear directly from the people who are being served what our services are.
All right, we'll take a look at that and we'll be back.
Fresh Start is not a homeless shelter. We're a 9-month transition program focusing on helping families achieve self-sufficiency. Our goal is to renew hope and rebuild lives. We cater towards a mom or dad or parents that have children. That's sort of one of the prerequisites of being in the program, is that we try to focus on families. But we're trying to give them the tools to set themselves up to be more self-sufficient, to make a better living, something more long-term.
I was in an abusive marriage. It was too much to handle. Really, my children were my motivation to get out of the situation.
I don't want to be homeless. Things happen. I lost my job, my car broke down, and just couldn't get back on our feet. And they gave us a chance. They gave us a place for our baby and our 4-year-old. Most important thing.
I would say the most valuable part of my stay has just been feeling like someone cares. That's been a tremendous help, especially because I'm still new to the area. I don't have any friends or family down here, and so Fresh Start has really become my family away from home.
Normally the first thing we do is we want to give them that hope. We want them to take time to stabilize. We want to assure them that they have a home, they don't have to pack up their car, they don't have to go live with family anymore. The places are furnished, so if you come in here literally with just the clothes on your back, you have bedding provided for you and beds and furniture, things that you need so that you can sit down and breathe and just catch your breath.
The first thing that they'll do is we'll give them a week to settle in. That means get their kids into the schools or the daycare programs that they need to be in, get their stuff moved in, whatever they have, and kind of settle down. They'll come and meet with me, and we'll do an individual development plan. We'll start with setting some short-term goals. Since they're only here for 9 months, we want to be able to help them as much as we can. And that can be career focused, finding a new job, resume writing, interviewing.
What we do to sustain ourselves is operate a thrift store. Our thrift store is called Pleat Street. It's located just across from the Fort Walton Beach Post Office. It's open 6 days a week. It's run entirely by volunteers.
It's not a government program. It's what I call a goodness program. So the future of Fresh Start depends upon how much goodness shows up in this community in the form of volunteers, in the form of money to help support programs.
80% of the people that come through our program do not return to homelessness. That's powerful. We're not just a handout, we're a handout. And so when people come to us, there's a life change.
To have a place where you have neighbors, we're all in the same boat, you feel like you have more support and more friends, and it's like a little world where everybody understands you and you helping each other. You want that. You need the support.
One of the things that I appreciate about being here is it really is kind of an oasis. It's not crazy, it's always quiet, peaceful, it's not chaotic. It's really just what you need in a time of transition because you already have enough craziness going on. So it's really nice to come here and just have some peace of mind.
Tracy, I was surprised at how many families are homeless. When you think about homeless, usually I think about maybe somebody that's got an alcohol problem, single male, kind of not really by choice, but they've got some issue, drug issue, alcohol issue, but it's not always that.
No, not at all. I think when I first took this position about a year ago, that was my biggest hurdle to overcome. When people heard that you work with homelessness, that's the vision they have in their head, is somebody living under the bridge or someone who's got their shopping cart on the corner. Those are homeless people. Some of them choose to be homeless though. They don't want to make a change. They don't want to get a better job or a different job. So the folks that we're working with are, as you said, the families and children who through some economic issue, or maybe even a drug or alcohol issue or abuse. Certainly those are a factor for any family in any situation. They've been living on couches, living out of their cars for some time, and it just sort of snowballs. So what we do is we give them that home where they can settle down, catch their breath, and then regroup and start planning for the future. Because once they go down that hole, it just keeps getting deeper and deeper. So we set them down, set a list of goals, and help them accomplish those goals one at a time. So, you know, for example, mom might come in and say she would love to be a massage therapist, but she needs her GED, and oh, she has some college debt somewhere else, plus she has child, you know. So we sit and we just break it all out for her and make them into obtainable goals that we keep them on track with. We work with them one-on-one once a week, in addition to their weekly classes.
And I would think that by doing that, not only do you help the adults, but you also help the kids because they can get into a better place, and you can provide an example for them.
That's right. That's a big part of our model, is the accountability aspect, not just for the families, the parents, but for the children. And so we found recently we started doing some tutoring with the kids, because after school they've been moving around to different schools, and so if they can come home and sit one-on-one with a teacher and get some extra help, that helps build their confidence as well. They see mom and dad struggling, they know things are going on, things are different, but it gets them on their own track for success, and that's really been a bigger part of our program lately, is working with the kids. We also try to start up some family things, maybe some holiday gatherings. The Air Force group came out recently and hosted a Halloween party for our kids, and it turned the whole thing into more of a family residential program, more so than what one of our residents referred to as, is it going to be like a halfway house? And sure, there are rules and there's structure for a reason, but we also want to have the family as a whole grow together and do things together.
I would think the success rate would be better.
Oh, absolutely.
You have that approach.
And we know that's the case because we have a dad who comes back to us every year to host a family for Christmas because he was a child in the program and his mother received help. And he's forever thankful. He watched his mom go through that trouble. He grew up in one of our housings and now brings his daughter back so that she can see and donate back to our program.
That's nice. In 30 seconds, because that's all we have left, tell me about the playground.
Oh, the playground. If you see in the video, the children are literally playing in our parking lot. We've had to block off the parking spots with some ropes so they have a safe place to play. The biggest concern, of course, was getting people housed. We didn't think of a playground when we first built it, but we did just buy a lot, thanks to some funds that were donated to us from another charity that closed several years ago. So we're buying a lot, and we're going to build a children's playground and also an activity center so that the kids have a safe place to go while mom and dad are going to job interviews and being involved in the program.
Got it. All right. Our time is up. You are nonprofit, don't take any government money. It's all through donations and one fundraiser.
And our Repeat Street thrift store.
And your thrift store. All right, Tracy, thank you for coming. Come back, okay?
All right, thank you, I will.
All right, upcoming events. Tuesday, January 10th, the Leaders in Business Lunch, 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m., and that's at the Destin United Methodist Church. Members will be charged $20, non-members $30. Thursday, January 19th, the Business After Hours is from 5 to 6:30 p.m., hosted by the Med Spa of Destin at the Palms Resort location. Members $5, non-members $20. Save the date for the 7th Annual Bayou, Bay, and Beach 5K, 10K, and 15K. Sponsorships are still available. That will be held on Saturday, January 28th, 2017 at Clement Taylor Park in Destin. For more information, contact Bryce at the Chamber, and we'll see you next time.